Monday, a federal jury found singer R. Kelly guilty on all charges against him, including racketeering and sex trafficking. And now the man at his side for much of that case, his former crisis manager, is facing his own set of charges right here in Houston. Our Sion Rhodes is live downtown now at the Harris County Criminal Courthouse with a story that you'll see only on 2 tonight. Sion?
Daryl Johnson is in fact facing his own crisis. He's accused of fraud and now charged with theft.
That was very vulnerable.
Cola Lewis was at her lowest, mourning the death of her mother in what she says was a medical mistake when a chance encounter at a grocery store led her to a man with a familiar face who said he could help.
And that he handled A-list clients and had verified his services because he had been on CNN, he had been on Gayle King, Dr. Oz, and Dr. Phil.
Houstonian Daryl Tracy Johnson rose to fame as singer R. Kelly's crisis manager.
Mr. Kelly was denied a bond.
Cola says he offered to manage her crisis with a Houston hospital.
It started off as he was going to do a pro bono.
But that free service suddenly came with fees.
Within 9 days, $5,000 went to $25,000.
Cola says she never got what she paid for.
He didn't do anything.
He's very flashy and he talks a lot.
Michael Harris met Johnson on a flight, and after striking up a conversation about real estate, he says Johnson offered to bring him in on several deals.
There's supposed to be some big condo complex in Miami that other stars were getting in on. He mentioned J-Lo and A-Rod and Jay-Z.
He says Johnson promised him a 30% return on his $22,000 investment, money that never materialized.
And at that point is when I started to feel like he was scamming me.
Harris and Lewis went to the police, and that led to Johnson being criminally charged with theft. His case goes before a judge in October. Johnson had no comment.
Who to talk to you about people who are alleging that you have defrauded them out of a lot of money?
He needs to go to jail.
Now, the folks that you heard from in this piece are just the few who have filed charges so far. I spoke to about half a dozen people today, including a former NFL player, a childhood friend, and even a family member who makes similar accusations. But they say some of this occurred a long time ago. They're worried the statute of limitations is up, but they say they know they're not alone. They are hoping that other people will come forward, report this to the DA's Office of Financial Crime so that they can get some sort of justice in this case. Reporting live downtown, Sion Rhodes, KPRC 2 News.